Hey guys, Carlzor here, and today I'm going to be taking a look at Rogue Legacy, because even though I've made videos about this before, it's actually out now, so you can go and get the full version of the game instead of just the demo. The game starts out with this kind of sepia-toned introduction. The game is actually quite colorful, so don't be bothered by what you see here. This is just kind of trying to make it look like old film or whatever, because this is some history. This is kind of the backstory behind how the game begins. And it's a little bit vague. It's left up to some interpretation, at least at first. But we are going into this castle, taking out some guards, collecting some initial coinage, which I don't remember if that actually matters or not. And of course, since the last thing I played was the demo, things may have changed, so yeah, I don't know everything that there is to know about this anymore, because apparently the demo was very, very outdated according to the developers. They've done a lot of work on the game since then. So anyway, these are little platforms that you can jump and do a down attack on to make them appear. And it's actually about to make good use of those right now to get up that little shaft there. And we go in through this door, and we're greeted with some decorative stained glass windows sort of things. Pretty interesting looking. Don't know what any of them really mean. I see a series of knights, one red, one blue, one kind of yellowish, a chalice, and then a bunch of monsters. And then over here is a king, and I'm told that I need to attack him. So that's how the game begins. And we're left here at the title screen, basically. We're given the option to see our, the credits there, yep. That's with the right trigger. This can be played with a keyboard, but I use my 360 pad. And one thing, by the way, in the options menu here, the joystick dead zone option, that was added recently, and I am super, super glad that they did, because my Xbox 360 pad has problems. And yeah, basically the left stick has just a little bit of a, like, if you leave it alone and you don't push it slightly to the right, then it actually thinks that it's pushed slightly to the left, and that screws up the way I play some games. Having a dead zone option in the controls of the game really, really helps. Kudos to the developers for that, seriously. But we're going to go ahead and jump right into things and start our legacy. Now, we don't have... What'd I do to you? Okay, that one hurt. Are you seeing this at the top? Is that all you got? Nice try. Why did you do this, training dummy? It hurts! The pain! Blarg! Stop hitting me. Oh god. Anyway, we don't have any money yet, so trying to do anything over here at the manor isn't going to do us any good. We're probably just going to be best off heading straight up to the castle. And I guess since we don't have any gold, that guy who takes all your gold is not here the first time. Things are a little bit different than the first time playing the demo, if I remember correctly. This room looks pretty much the same. Found the first journal entry. These kind of tell you a little bit more about the story. I'll let you read these if you want to. I'm not going to read them out loud. If I'm going too fast, you can of course pause the video. Alright, so somebody decided to come in here and get some ancient item that's supposed to have magical properties or whatever, and they decided to come in here alone. And right off the bat, we are greeted with a spike room. So, ow, 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 ow. Okay, that wasn't fun. We actually already lost a lot of health, but I'm going to make an attempt at getting that gold piece. And I actually want to come all the way across so that I don't get hit by the floor spikes that are coming out of the floor here. Basically this game, if you don't already know from watching other videos, or for that matter, my other videos, is kind of a almost roguelike type experience. You're playing in this side-scrolling, almost Metroidvania sort of word. That's kind of a misuse of the term Metroidvania. You're actually already going to get to see what the main gimmick of it is. See, when you die, the level resets like usual and everything. But you get to continue your adventure as one of your ancestors. So, I can see that, I can see who I was and what killed me. Little, parting words there. Sometimes a little hint or clue or just something funny will be written in there. We tap A to move on. Now we're back at the title screen, but you'll notice now instead of saying starting our adventure, it'll say that we can choose our heir. Which means, see, there's the first guy that we played as that killed the king. There's the guy that we were just playing as. He's the Feeble Knight. Now, we have the option here to choose our heir. We get 3 choices, and each one of these choices will have a different class, different traits, and a different spell. So, basically, endomorphs, they're so heavy you can't get knocked back by enemies. EID Mem, you remember things with extreme clarity. I wonder if that makes your mapping skills better. There's one that is a forgetfulness sort of thing, like Alzheimer's or something, that makes you forget the map, so you can't actually see anything but the mini-map. There is no large map. See, some of the traits are good, and some things are bad, and some things are just kind of silly, like stereo blind. You can't see in 3D. That makes all the sprites in the game flip back and forth like a Paper Mario character. Alzheimer's, you have trouble remembering where you are. That's the one I was talking about where you don't have a map. Farsighted, anything up close is blurry. With nearsighted, anything far away is blurry. This guy actually seems like the best. He's a mage, so he's going to be a little bit weaker. He's not going to get any of the benefits of the other people, but he's going to have the ability to regenerate mana. So we're going to go ahead and take him, because he has that memory thing that I don't know what it is, and the inability to be knocked back. The ability to not be knocked back. Whatever you want to call it. I have 60 gold left over from my previous run, so I'm going to go ahead and purchase the smithy so that we can get started with our keep. And basically, you gather blueprints from inside the castle, bring them to the smithy, and he will supply you with new armor and weapons. Now, the other great idea / gimmicks behind this game is that anything that you unlock with any of your previous run-throughs, whether it be equipment or spells or stuff that you buy at your keep or whatever, will transfer over to all of your subsequent runs. So even though you lose your character and the level regenerates, and I guess there's actually more than one level in the full version. There's the castle, and then there's some other areas that you can go to later, I think. Those all regenerate and become re-randomized and everything, but anything that you unlock here in town or in the keep will actually carry over to all your future playthroughs, so you don't lose everything. You just lose your current run. So anything that I buy here will actually be accessible to all of my future characters, and that's something interesting to keep in mind. So now we have this guy here, and his name is Charon, or I guess that's how you pronounce it. You have to pay the toll. Basically, you have to give him all the gold that you did not just use in town before you can enter the castle. That ensures that the only gold that you'll have the next time you go through the keep will be gold that you get on your current run and not gold that you've gotten on previous runs. It doesn't allow you to save up for anything, basically. It gives you a little bit of a slower sense of progression. That's the word I'm looking for. Man, I'm really feeling slow today. But, yeah, it gives you a little bit of a slower sense of progression, but it makes the game last a little bit longer, I suppose. Now, what I'm noticing here, you remember things with extreme clarity on the map. It's actually showing me where all these enemies are. So I'll be able to see where enemies are on my minimap in addition to the stuff that the minimap usually shows. And that's an interesting feature. I didn't have that before. I don't remember that one from before anyway. Anyway, let's go ahead and keep on running through, trying not to get hit by these fireball traps that seem really popular this run. I wonder if I can make that. Oh, up. Not like that, I won't. Whoa, okay. You can get runes and stuff later that allow you to double jump, and having stuff like that and do like air dashes and stuff like that is all very useful and interesting. Now, what does this jukebox do? Oh, it allows you to change to other... That's awesome! It allows you to change to other songs in the soundtrack. By the way, if you buy this, I don't know if it's still valid or not, but if you pre-purchase this through the Humble Store, you also get access to the soundtrack. And I'm not sure if you still get that as a non-pre-purchaser, but I'd take a look at that. Because the music in this game is actually pretty good, and being able to play it anywhere might be something that you want to do. And if you like video game music, then that would definitely be a worthwhile thing for you to get, I believe. But the music doesn't Doesn't transfer. Whoa! Holy crap! Let's get this really quick, just in case we die. Okay, so we got a new chest plate. We'll be able to unlock that at the smithy now, if we die. Okay, so we died again, and we only killed a couple of enemies. But we'll be able to choose another heir. The spell is Quantum Translocator. Drops and teleports to your shadow. Interesting. That's a new spell. I don't remember that from before. I guess I'll try her. And she has a better knockback ability as one of her traits. Most clear house. Breaks stuff to restore MP, to store MP. So this character has OCD and peripheral arterial disease. No foot pulse. I wonder what that does. Anyway, yeah, some of these traits are brand new. They weren't in the demo, so that's interesting. I'm going to take this one because she has a spell that I'm not familiar with. And I could buy more health. I could buy more mana. I'm going to take more health and turn my knights into paladins. That'll be definitely a useful thing to have. And I'll save the rest of my money for perhaps getting this chest plate that I found. Oh, that costs a lot to get. Maybe I can get a better sword? No, not yet. Not yet for that either. Or that. Okay, so I can't actually unlock anything yet here. But if I did, then I wouldn't just be paying that and just have to pay it again the next time I want to use it. I would be able to go back to... I'd be able to come back to the smithy with another character and still access all those items, which is a really nice feature. Oh yeah. By the way, if you want to equip heavier or better armor, you have to eventually increase your equipping capacity, I suppose you'd call it. And that's what this is. I'm going to go ahead and put a point in that because once I start buying armor and stuff, I want to be able to carry more equipment. And you'll notice that that opens up a couple more things that I can get. I can get the Architect, who can lock down the castle, which basically makes it so it doesn't regenerate every time you die. And also the Enchantress. Excuse me, I have a little bit of a hiccup there. Anyway, the Enchantress, who allows you access to the runes and magics of the game. I think you can still collect runes even without finding her, but you can't actually access any of the spells that they do until you get her and buy the spells from her. I don't have enough mana, I don't have enough gold to do anything anymore, so I'm just going to head back into here. Oh, okay, so I can drop a shadow and then teleport back to that shadow. That's what that spell does. Go ahead and give him the rest of my 30 gold. There were more sound effects there I didn't notice before. When you give him the gold, he does an evil sort of laugh. Oh, hello. This might be a useful time to... get... Oh man, that did not help me much. That did not help me much. I thought I was just going to be able to like teleport out of here and be safe, but there was a guy over my teleport location. Oh man. Well anyway, you can see the unforgiving nature that this game sometimes has, but you can also see how fun it can be. Oh man. Tunnel vision. No peripheral vision? I just want to see what this does. I did not get much gold out of that run. I did find another new chest piece, though. The Squire chest, which will be better. He has the knife-throwing ability. Very Castlevania-esque there. Now, I want to see what this peripheral vision, or this tunnel vision with no peripheral vision thing does. Am I only going to be able to see enemies that are directly in front of me? Oh, man. I jumped too high. I don't know what this is gonna do. Oh, no. Try not to hit these barrels in the middle because you can jump up them to get a treasure that's at the top sometimes. I think I already destroyed one, but hopefully that won't be a problem. Let's see what's up here. Yeah, I only destroyed one, so I can still reach the treasure. Which just happens to be a bunch of gold. Woo! And now we can destroy the barrels and get even more treasure. These rooms are awesome. And get some of our HP back, which we've already lost because I'm being terrible at this game today. Who am I kidding? I'm terrible at this game all the time. Ow! I forgot you can't hurt those things. I don't know why I forgot that. And basically your goal is to just go in, collect more gold, collect more blueprints and runes, and make it out. Well, usually, I mean, you die. You don't make it out alive. Oh man, I thought I was going to be able to get it. Oh well. I killed a lot of things that time. Most of them were the same thing. Anyway, I'm pretty terrible at this game, especially at the moment. I have done better, but I guess I'm just not in a gaming sort of mindset right now. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the video there. You guys have gotten a basic idea of what the game's all about. If it looks interesting to you, go and find a place to buy it. It's on Steam. It's on the Humble Store. It's, I think, going to be on Desura and some other digital distribution sites. So go check it out. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. I'll probably do more videos on this in the future. Maybe on a time when I'm going to be more in a gaming mindset and I'll be able to do a little bit better at it. See you guys later.